Welcome back to Big Nick's Meats and Treats. Tonight I'm going to start the prep work on a special barbecue. I am going to do the prep work on beef dino bones or beef short ribs or beef short plate, whatever you want to call it. These are the great big huge beefy beef bones. If you had to go buy one of these in a restaurant, they're about $50 a bone. Tonight we're going to get the prep work done. Tomorrow we're putting them on the smoker. Let's get into these things. All right, pretty basic prep work on these. I'm just gonna try and get some of this waxy fat off the top of these things. I wanna try and get all the way down to the meat as much as possible so the seasoning will get in there. If I got too much fat on there, the smoke won't get into the meat, and I really want that smoke to get into the meat. So I'm just almost like a brisket there. You're gonna get just down to the meat, get that silver skin off. And a lot of guys will save this this fat for making sausages or whatever else they want to use it for, or making beef tallow out of it so you can put it on top of your brisket and stuff when you're doing that. That seems to be all the rage now, is putting beef tallow on your brisket. So if you want to save it for that, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and finish working on this for a couple of minutes and we'll get back to you. See you in a sec. When you're trimming this, make sure you get under the silver skin here. So once you get under the fat, you'll see this layer of silver skin. You just got to get your knife under there and work that out, and then just get that silver skin off. Try and save as much meat as you can, because that silver skin is going to prevent the smoke from getting to the meat, and you really want to get that smoke in the meat. So make sure you work that silver skin off. All right, I'm going to finish this up. We'll get back to you. All right, I got these ribs trimmed up and I feel pretty good about it. I got all the silver skin off and exposing the meat so the smoke can get there and the seasoning can get down in the meat. One thing on these beef short ribs, dino bones, whatever you want to call them, you don't have to take this membrane off the back like you would with the pork spare ribs. In fact, leaving it on there will probably help keep your ribs together, so don't worry about that too much. And all I'm going to do for seasoning is I'm going to take a 50-50 blend of kosher salt and 16 mesh black pepper, or butcher's blend, whatever you want, and put a nice coat on this. And the reason I'm doing this tonight instead of tomorrow is because I want to give this time for this salt and pepper to work down into the meat, get those flavors down in there, and bring the proteins to the surface so I get a good bark. Make sure you get the edge also all the way around. Oh, the boss is going to love all the salt and pepper all over the kitchen. She loves that. Yes. Yep. Get the edges. And then all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this back in the fridge covered in cellophane, and I'll leave it there until tomorrow morning. We're going to put this on at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning because they take about 10 hours. And I'll see you in the morning. Good morning, and we are up bright and early this morning getting ready to put these ribs on. I just have my smoker set at 250 degrees. I'm running oak pellets today. And I'm going to put these on the smoker. I'll probably leave them there for 3 or 4 hours and not even touch them, just to get some good color on them before I do anything. I also put a water pan in here, if we can take a look at that. I put a water pan in here, and I put that right over the fire pot because I want that to help keep some moisture in there. So I'm going to run these at 250, 3 to 4 hours, not even going to touch them. I'll take a look at them and I might spritz them then. So we'll see you in a few hours. Well, we're just a little over 3 hours into cooking these ribs, and let's take a look at them and see how they look. Oh, they're getting some really, really good color on them. They're just starting to sweat. I'm going to spritz them with a 50-50 mixture of apple juice and apple cider just to keep a little moisture on them. And I'm going to let them go probably another hour and a half before I even take a look at them again. See you in a bit. Well, we're 5 hours into this smoke now, and they're looking fantastic. I temped them out, and they're at about 172, 173. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap them right now. I'm going to take them off, and we're going to get them wrapped up. Really starting to show a lot of bone. I mean, lots of pullback on there. Really, really good color. I'm going to go ahead and wrap them up. And I'm using non-waxed peach butcher paper. And I want to get them wrapped up nice and tight. Just keep wrapping them. And then I'm put them back on the grill probably till they're about 200 to 205, or till I can just put a probe in them like it's melted butter. So we'll see you in a bit. It's been right about 10 hours since I put these things on, and I think they're pretty close to being done. I'm going to temp them out right now and see where we're at. I'm going to use my Thermo Pro Insta-Read thermometer. 201, 202. I think we're pretty close. Feels real tender, probe tender, which is what I'm looking for more than the actual temperature, probe tender. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these off. I'm going to put them in the oven with the oven off, and I'm going to keep them wrapped up, and I'm just going to let them rest now probably for 45 minutes or an hour, and then we're going to slice into them. So we'll see you in an hour. Well, it's been almost 11 hours since I put these on this morning, and I'm ready to unwrap these things and cut into them and see how they came out. Oh, man. Look at that. Look at those. Wow, they're so jiggly. Nice. Really, really nice. So they shrunk up a little bit. Nice bone showing there. Bark is real good. Let's cut into this and see what we have. Oh, absolutely amazing. I mean, seriously, look at that. Look at the smoke ring on that. People say you can't get a smoke ring with a pellet smoker. I beg to differ. That thing looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, super, super good. Pull the bone right out. That's when you know they're done, right? So let me cut this off the bone here. We'll get a taste of this. Cut that membrane off. Nobody wants to eat that membrane on the back. Cut that off. Man, these look amazing. Really, really good. Try a little taste of this. Oh, just look how juicy that is. Nice smoke ring. It looks just absolutely fantastic. 10 hours is a long time to cook something, but man, does that look good. Oh, I mean, just so juicy. So juicy. Oh my goodness. Now I know why they say this is the best bite in barbecue. These beef short ribs are absolutely fantastic. They're absolutely ginormous. They're crowd pleasers. They're a little bit on the spendy side, but if you want to give them a chance, go for it. I think it's well worth it. It's a full day smoke, but man, are they tasty. We'll be doing another video soon. Please tell your friends and family about us. Give us a like and a subscribe. We'll be doing another video soon. Until I see you then, watch me work. Watch me work, baby. Watch me work.